Good evening, lacrosse fans, and welcome to our first coverage of Junior A lacrosse action from the Ontario Lacrosse Association for 2017. This is a JVI Sports Network production in association with the OLA, and I am Matthew Carrick, and I'll have the call for you. Burlington Chiefs in their home rink, the white uniforms, they'll go right to left here in period number one, facing the Whitby Warriors in red, obviously working left to right. The boys in black, Roger Nurse and Brent Colombe, hoping to keep them in line. Great to have you with us as we are underway. A number of roster changes we'll get to for Burlington, as these games are very important early on in the season, as everyone still finds their players back from NCAA and other school assignments. As great work over along the boards where this ball is pulled out, and Graydon Hogg will give Whitby the first possession. Shot clock already down to 12 seconds though, as they come bearing down on Jesse Legault, who gets the start tonight for Burlington. Stands in nicely. That shot is wide, however, off the backboards. I believe that was off the stick of Dawson Theed. Great offensive player returning for another year here in Whitby. Burlington down the far side as Jason Knox will go around. Corner up the top, now down low, racing through, and that shot just wide by Ryan Smith into the corner. He went through the crease, so he couldn't pick it up. It does bounce back into the stick of Joel Watson, however, as he gets the start tonight for Whitby. And the Warriors quickly pushing it up. Dyson Williams into the corner for Cam Garland. Far side, Garland wide open at the top. Elects to pass off for Williams though. Williams down into the corner looking for the quick stick. Can't connect with his man. Shot clock down to 5 as it scoots away from Garland. And the Chiefs will pick it back up and work back over center. Justin Anascio now. No, Ryan Lanchbury, Patrick Shea, Justin Huggins, Andrew Q, Patrick Walsh, to name some of the bigger players, including Stephen Lee as well for Burlington, but it's not going to matter as they get their first goal. Mitch Wales in tight. I believe that was Anascio up top, finding Wales down in the corner. Sounds like they gave assists to Colin Hunt and Chris Bouchy. His first taste of Junior A action for Bouchy. The huge Halton Hills Bulldogs star. Most recently last year alongside the now graduated Connor Brown. Up top for Williams again. Dyson Williams, son of longtime NLL veteran and now Whitby Warriors coach, Sean Williams. Should be a big factor for the Warriors this season. Burlington in transition. Racing off is 29 Pat Gamble, one of 5 APs in the lineup for Burlington tonight from the Junior B Oakville Buzz organization. This pass doesn't connect as Ryan Smith has it drop in front of him. Inside the fan now though, as the shot does come from Trevor Barrett. He'll wear number 4 as an AP this evening, as Smith is able to dig it out from the wall. Played back, and Barrett on the crease gets it in, 2-0. And they do confirm Smith and Bouchy with the assists, and that is confirmation that Trevor Barrett has his first Junior A goal. Other APs tonight for Burlington, number 23, Matt Delela. Nate Braniff, 13, who has been on fire this past week or so for the Oakville Buzz. And Adam Wolf, who's got a huge outside shot. However, Wolf, we now see him out there circling the net. Played back up top to Smith. This is Adam Wolf. Likes to shoot from right about that spot, but he'll pass off this time. Over to the far side. Wales with a man right in his face. Nice step up there by the defender, Ryan Barnable. Played back up over the line. A wide shot there, goes off the backboards. Connor Kiernan trying to set it up that time. Quickly picked up and out. Played into the corner. Chiefs have it once again. Now passing off, finally their transition unit switching things up as Trevor Barrett and Nate Braniff take to the floor. Again, 2 APs here this evening. That attempt pops free. And it will be a turnover here for Whitby as Dyson Williams down into the corner. Streaking through is Theed. Now a cutback move. And switching hands is Keenan Cook as he comes in. Not a whole lot for Jesse Legault to do so far here this evening. So a lot of these shots are going wide. Callum Jones, big transition star, is now lost it and then ran over his man. And the quick restart, but they didn't get the whistle. Theed at the red line. So they'll have to pull it all the way back. Otherwise, the Warriors were off to the races. Here comes Hogg again. Graydon Hogg in with it now to the boards. Cam Garland up top. Far side, Garland down to the crease. Look, quick stick for Garland. Trying to use his big size down on the crease this year, it looks like. His shot went wide. Went back to Hogg, who got a quick shot away. Legault with the save, and the Chiefs with the rebound. Up over center. Patrick Kolchak picked up by Wolf, and he just shoveled it back into no man's land, where it's picked up by one of the defensive minds for this Whitby Warriors team, Matthew Boisano. We don't have the stats for him. Much smaller in statured player. And what happened there? Whitby sends it out of the corner and it hits somebody in front. Legault was looking to come cross crease to stop the quick stick, and it hits somebody in front. And Sean Williams has the chalkboard out on the bench. As we go back to the face-off dot, we'll have to try and listen in to see who scored that. They've credited Devin Pfeiffer with the goal as it bounced off his body in front of the crease and sneaked behind Legault. Warriors have possession here. Devin Pfeiffer again. Pfeiffer for Garland. Garland takes on the double team. Still manages to get the pass away into the corner as it's picked up here. Connor Kiernan barreling into a defender. Jarred the ball free though. And Phil Mazuka will take it as far as center before passing off, and the defensive unit heads off the floor. Chiefs down the far side. 7 minutes gone in the opening period. A reminder that in summer ball, we're going to play 320s here. In junior, if you're still in winter mindset. Oh, what a adjustment right there from Ryan Smith right at the end of the shot clock. And just over the left shoulder of Joel Watson. Both benches with their sticks out now, trying to urge on their teammates. Chris Boucher has his third point of the night with the assist. Nate Braniff being credited with an assist as well, and we've got a delayed penalty here as they work to the net again. Ryan Smith, 7 minutes and 37 seconds gone here in period number one. So now the power play gets set up. Here's Smith. Up top, he's going to go off the boards here, down into the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 red jerseys still on the floor, actually, as they reset. And someone chirping on the bench. Not sure what was said, but Roger Nurse picked it up, and it's a 10-minute misconduct now. Just about 8 minutes elapsed here in period number 1. Took a little bit to get the clock started there, but Smith takes that shot, looking top corner again on Joel Watson. So the Chiefs clearly have something on this young goaltender. As now Burlington back into the play again. Big pick coming up to the man in the top corner. Now it goes back down low. Cutting back away from the play is Kashalk. And the low shot from Jason Knox will come on the power play. And it is all Burlington right now. Brett Dobson with his stick over the boards to try and urge on Joel Watson, but just a low shot that finds its way through. On the power play now, Justin Ignacio will pull out the face-off and find Adam Wolf. Wolf out there with Trevor Barrett. Now switching, it goes to Kashalk. Kashalk in the middle, this one errant as it bounces off the boards. And this should be a checking from behind call, and it will be to shot in OLA, under OLA rules. That 4 is on the boards. Quick ball movement here from the Chiefs. Shot clock is not running. Now it does go as it was on the loose ball. And the left arm save there from Watson. And again, Dobson leading the charge for his fellow netminder. Knox again up top. This time tried to go over the shoulder. Back for Walls. And Boucher reaching out from the corner. Chris Boucher puts it through the legs of Watson for another power play goal. And Boucher already with 4 points. Coming out of last season, making the playoffs. A tough series against the Mimico Mountaineers that unfortunately the Chiefs did drop. It was a tough season for Whitby as well. Normally a big powerhouse. They found themselves near the bottom of the standings. And with 3 huge teams now in Junior A, Six Nations, Orangeville, and Brampton, they also found themselves with an early exit. So 2 teams this evening with a lot to prove here coming into the 2017 summer season. Theed, a big collision there as he was about to pick it up, and a late hit coming in by Callum Jones. It is a 5-1 lead for the Burlington Chiefs, 6 seconds away from the halfway point of period number 1. A lot of room on the floor now to the far side. Here's Williams looking in the corner for Theed. Theed and Williams, the pick and roll. Williams all alone. Oh, doesn't miss that very often, but this time finds the crossbar. Rebound bounces all the way to the blue line. Theed now back for Dyson Williams. Williams working, and again the 2 big bodies working pick and roll, but Theed stood up as it's stripped out by Devin Maea. About one of the only guys on either bench that can match Theed and Williams in terms of height. And he's going to let one rip. Listed Devin Maea at 6'4", 210. But it's going to be Chris Boucher back to play defense on the 2-on-1. As Legault had thoughts of coming out to help as well. But the Warriors will now slow things up. And here is Dyson Williams. Off to the side, Williams again, a delayed penalty coming here to Burlington. Possibly too many men as they cut into the middle. That's off the stick of Graydon Hogg. That penalty was going to be too many men against the Chiefs. Obviously waved off by the goals, so we're 4-on-4 for another 11 seconds. Watson down, rebound, they score again. Burlington back with it as Justin Ignacio. And it will be Pat Kashalk being credited with it. Going down hard is Ignacio after the faceoff. Watson is able to hang on though as here come the Warriors setting up. Backpedaling into the corner is Connor Kiernan. Back for Pfeiffer. And Williams and Theed working into the corner. Pfeiffer now in behind the net. Shot comes from Theed. Connor Kiernan looking for the rebound. Also diving for it now. I believe that might be Pfeiffer. Pardon me, it's Graydon Hogg who hit the deck. Back for Williams. And that was, pardon me, Kiernan there taking a little bit off his shot as both penalties have now expired. We're back to 5-on-5. Just one man in the box. That is the 10-minute misconduct to the Warriors as we've got 7:50 left in period number 1. Jousting match to the side of the crease as the ball arrives. Legault with the save. Has Pfeiffer trying to cut the corner now. Him and Matt DeLayla. Again, one of 5 APs is Matt DeLayla for this Chiefs squad here tonight. As he works hard on his man over the shoulder in front, and a nice slide over there to take the behind the back attempt away. Dyson Williams now in the face of Legault as he gets it up the floor. Adam Wolf into the corner, and already with a couple points for Ryan Smith, 3 to be exact, looking to go top corner again. Watson all over that this time, and Wolf and Smith can't connect, so it ends up in the stick of Watson. A big canoe paddle like summer wooden sticks for these goaltenders under OLA rules, as opposed to these soup spoons they're used to in either field or winter ball. Devin Pfeiffer, the 1-foot hop there before releasing a shot in on Legault, and he's figured out that big stick as he sends a sidearm pass all the way down the floor for Phil Mazuka into the crease. Rebound Boucher there looking for the garbage, and there's none there to pick up. Still 6-2 now for Burlington, 6.5 left, as we're starting to get a bit of a track meet going on here. As Kiernan looks down to the crease side, and now they'll slow things down as Hogg takes to the floor. Garland will come and take top position as they've got Williams down low. A reset there is reaching out with the right arm was Legault. Williams did nice to stay out of the crease as it's played back up top, stolen away though by the Chiefs. With speed 2, now 3 on nobody as they're way late getting the change, and the shot goes wide from Callum Jones in transition. A huge member of the squad last year was Callum Jones. As this one's picked up by Ben Utrosa. Utrosa will get it up to his teammates as they cross center now into the offensive zone. Half boards, cutter, far side. Looking for Adam Perroni, but he couldn't find the handle. Now looking for Hogg on the near side, and again off a stick of a Burlington player. Spin move by Inacio. Inacio gonna go end to end here, but the shot off the arm of Watson and up out of play, so it will remain Burlington ball as we near the final 5 minutes of our opening period. Still 6-2 for Burlington. Chris Boucher off the bench. Boucher with it now. He backs away from pressure. Down to the half boards. It won't settle down there for Mitch Wales. He got the scoring started on the evening as Ryan Smith. He's also got a goal, and that shot hit a stick before going wide. Straight down the middle. Looks like Barnable gets in behind Legault, and Roger Nurse is there. And couple points hockey style. Ryan Barnable in transition took the shot, bounced around for a little bit, and Roger Nurse sees it back in. Whitby celebrates, and it's now 6-3 as it's another face-off win though for Burlington, and another quick goal from Patrick Kolchak. Saunders and Inacio picking up assists on the face-off play transition goal with 4:24 left to go. Here's Smith on the outside. Back for Boucher now. Boucher around the corner, and a moving screen call it looked like there against Adam Wolf. Boucher will apply the forecheck as Theed will get the bounce pass from in front of his own net over to the far side. Hogg is up top, wants the ball, will get it. Played back here for Williams, now in the corner for Theed. Back to the far side they go. Kiernan, big pick. Pfeiffer finds him on the roll. And intercepted, read nicely by Matt DeLayla. as Delela gets dropped in the corner. Just a possession call there. Burlington's bench looking for more, but it's not going to come, as they're going to carry the ball over center anyways. And Bushi playing back for Mitch Wales. Wales with one on him will now flip off for Bushi. Bushi lowers the shoulder, will now shoot as the C's part for him, and Matthew Boisano is there to pick up the loose ball. Dyson Williams accepts the flip from Boisano. Boisano heads to the bench in favor of Hogg. Ball back for Garland now. Cam Garland takes a couple bumps. Kept outside though as Williams tried to go far side, intercepted, and one off to the races here for Burlington. And it's off the arm of Watson as Kashok was looking to take that shot. It comes out of the pile though, into the stick of a Chiefs player, and off of Watson and up out of play as Colin Hunt forced to the cement now. This one shoveled back up top as Kolchak. Go over the top, over to the far side. Now pass in for Wales. Bushi. That's a great finish from Chris Bushi. Switching hands. They did credit Jason Knox. I thought it was Kashok. There's a stare down now at center floor between Justin Inacio and Ian McKinnon, the two face-off men, as we hit the 2-minute warning here. A low shot around the corner by Ryan Smith. Burlington player falls, and that allows Whitby to pick up. Here is Barnable looking for help. Ryan Barnable still with it. The lead has grown to 5 now for the Chiefs. They're up 8-3 as Connor Kiernan brings it across the blue line. Dawson Theed, defender falls in front of him. Played back by Kiernan, lost it momentarily. Watson will come out of his crease into the corner, sidearm it all the way down, and that one rifles off one of the rafters here with 1:29 left in the opening frame. Ten-minute misconduct expired. There was some discussion about that in front of the Chiefs bench. And Bushi goes down as him and Boisano got tangled up. So all Chiefs so far in this first period leading by 5, looking to get another power play goal. 3 special teams goals so far. 2 minutes for roughing is the call on Boisano as this shot goes wide. Ready to fire was Ryan Smith, but Watson got over there quickly. Now drilled into the boards is Inacio, as it's going to bounce back for Jason Knox. And the shot clock will sound on the power play unit. 43 seconds left, and the Warriors can take this all the way into the locker room now. But a big collision at center jars the ball free, and the diving attempt, Williams is going to take the shot, and then he's filled in, and they call that interference, as now a couple shove in the corner. Warriors with possession, 30 left in the period, as Kiernan has it into the stick of Williams. Williams is going to cut the corner, reaching across, and crease violation as he towed the yellow paint. That's right, yellow paint here inside the Central Rec Center. And timeout called. I'm not sure if it was Burlington that called it or if it was Jesse Legault. But they are awarding it to Burlington as they'll all go to the bench for this final possession. 12 seconds remaining here, 12.7 to be exact in the period, as Legault came to the bench. Will now make his way back to the crease though, as Wales here with it, shoots wide, and that one up into the screening. Stops with 1.9, and Whitby sending Barnable down the floor. A quick shot Ooh, that was way high up on Legault. He ducked out of the way as that one was over top, and it would have hit the net before the period, but what a period it was for the Burlington Chiefs. They lead 8-3, and they'll be... Matthew Boisseneau returns to the penalty box. 45 seconds left in his roughing minor, carrying over from period number 1. 8-3 for the Chiefs, though, and that has called Brett Dobson into action. He'll occupy the net to our right for the Warriors, and he may be tested on this opening shift. Burlington now going left to right, as Jason Knox will take the quarterback spot. Plays it back over for Wales. Wales now, the double team arrives on him. Back for Knox, skips a shot high over the net. This one's going to hit off the glass and go the length of the floor. 5 on the shot clock as Legault comes out to touch it. Back out over the blue line, and they'll get it to Bouchy, but not in time for him to do anything with it. That drops the penalty time down to 5 seconds, and Boisseneau poised to retake the floor here. So we are back to 5-on-5 as Adam Turner brings it into the zone. It's chopped away quickly, though, as Patrick Kalchuk. 2 goals, including 1 4-on-4 in that opening period. As Bouchy left up top, stiff arm on the defender who falls. As now playing in the corner, Bouchy back for it again, loses his stick and gives a shove to Boisseneau. Remember, it was Bouchy that Boisseneau got the arms high on that caused him to go into the penalty box. As now Hogg playing it in and trying to go around the back there was Adam Perroni. And again, another player's lost his stick now, this time for the Warriors. So kicking it ahead as they now play it back in for Dawson Theed. His shot, Legault stands his ground. And we've played just about 2 minutes here in period number 1. Gamble racing off the floor. Errant pass all the way down the floor again as Callum Jones gets knocked down. Him and Carter Schott got together as that one is shot into the penalty box area. Another turnover here as the Warriors work up over center. Shot into the corner. Kiernan recently taking the floor. Over for Keenan Cook up top. Cook providing a big screen, looking to open a shooting lane. That pass intended for Connor Kiernan got all the way through as Kiernan was knocked down. Williams picking it out of midair and in one motion taking the shot. Legault again standing tall, looking very good in this game so far. And arm is high from Brent Coulombe as Whitby had 6 men on the floor. So they'll head back to the box here, assuming the Chiefs don't get another goal, as it's Knox playing it into the corner. Corner back for Knox, and shot clock will expire, and that will be the too many men call against Whitby. 17:05 left in the period. Still 8-3 now for the Burlington Chiefs. Bouchy in the corner. Switches places with Ryan Smith. Ball arrives for him. Back up top for Knox, though. Right between Bouchy and Wales. Wales able to get it. Goes over for Kashok, who takes the shot. An extra whistle, as that should have been restarted in the corner. Everyone paused before they realized that Whitby still had it, so they'll get it up over center and turn the shot clock off here with 1:15 left in their penalty. Close to the white line, but not over for Dawson Theed. Little pick from Perroni as the pass goes all the way to the far side. Working in there was Theed, looking for the shot. Actually, this is Theed running it back, and looked like it could have been over and back, but they're going to say tipped by a Burlington player as Theed regains possession, and will turn the shot clock off one more time. 45 seconds now in the penalty. Elects to rifle a shot in on Legault, and could have been close to 5 seconds, only 3 and a bit taken off the shot clock, however. Power play down to 30 seconds. 4.5 gone in the period. As they work to the corner, cutting through the shot. Bounces off a man. Played back in the corner by Jason Knox. Now recovered, and another peek for the official as it comes back to the near side. Knox with the big rip there, and Dobson able to turn that one away. Whitby regains possession, and Cam Garland has it just as the penalty expires, and they'll go back to even strength. Braden Hogg will take to the floor. Garland takes the shot, grabs his own rebound with a fresh 30 seconds. Now Hogg can get on the floor and does just in time for the ball to roll right in his stick. Inacio harassing his man as the shot goes through. Matthew Boisano collides with referee Roger Nurse, but Boisano is back in position as Boucher stumbled. They had 2 men right on the crease, and neither can come up with the ball as it rolls into the corner. Way up top here for Callum Jones, who's still trying to find his way off the floor. Works to the far side for Boucher. Boucher, a huge blast off the backboards. Played back in, this one bouncing high, and Boisano on the scene there to take that one away. Gamble collides with his man, takes a chop for his efforts, then reaching out with the stick, gets the head of it. But Kiernan was still able to corral it on a bounce. Pfeiffer cutting through. That pass was intended for him, just out of his reach. And now a chop battle for it as well. Devin Maea down there, and that's a huge hit way high, and Gamble going right after Peroni. And they call it holding against Devin Pfeiffer. Trying to quick stick in the corner for Boucher. Man, all over him. He does go down, but is able to get the pass away. Quick stick again, looking for Boucher in the corner. That one was wide, and a big collision there, working out of the corner, looking Boucher again. He drops down, and now a big scrum in on the crease, and Boucher tackled into the crease, and now we've got punches thrown, as I was wondering if Boucher was going to stir up trouble. Callum Jones coming in to help out, as Boucher had the helmet ripped off his face. Callum Jones is the call as Kiernan gets it up top. Some big whacks over on the far side and into the bucket as Dawson Theed gets back up after the double team. He's going to fight for the loose ball now, and they call that over and back as Theed takes his man hard into the boards. Callum Jones going down, and he wants the dive called, but it is 2 minutes for roughing. Still 1:04 seconds left in the initial penalty. So 4-on-3 floor strength in favor of Burlington as we stack penalties here. Clock stalled for a couple seconds as the Chiefs have it in the corner. Picked off though, and trying to come up over center is Ian McKinnon. McKinnon with it, he goes down, still controls possession though, pardon me, that's Ryan Barnable already with the game, working through a triple team, finds room, and it's in the stick though of Ryan Smith. Smith coming down. Huge hit on the far side as Devin Maea looked like in on the crease. Pardon me, it's the mystery number 12 player. We still haven't found out who that is as it's worked back down, and that could be the type of goal that would come as a momentum changer for Connor Kiernan. Still a number of penalties on the board. 17 seconds remaining in the initial minor. We've got 2:47 left in the offsetting double minors, and there's one stacked behind that for Whitby. 12:02 left to go in period number 2. As Justin Inacio wins the face-off, pulling it out. And you'll notice that that rule is different from the change in the NLL where he did take a couple extra steps. Stepping up to meet this one, Brett Dobson, if you're joining us late, came in to play this second period after the start from Joel Watson. And Dobson's play has really settled things down here for Whitby. active sticks working out of the corner there, but it is going to be Whitby as they are shorthanded. This will turn the shot clock off one more time. And it seems every time they do that, they take an easy shot. But speaking of shots, flying right there is Connor Kiernan. And was that Callum Jones? I think it was. Off the boards, the shot and the goal. A lot to dissect here as Patrick Kalshuk completes his hat trick. They're awarding it to Mazuka, actually. Initially, I thought it was Kalshuk who takes the shot with Dobson way out of position and makes it now 9-4, 5-goal lead restored. And they have corrected the goal to Kalshuk. Ignacio will take it himself straight down the middle. And Dobson stands his ground. As it's taken up over center here by Keenan Cook. Cook into the corner. Shot clock is off. However, we are 4-on-4 on the floor. As Devin Maea will back into his own zone. Kept alive here by Nate Braniff. We were told Braniff was going to wear 13, wore 18 for period number 1, has now gone back to his original jersey, as now Ryan Smith in on the crease. Tiptoes the line and he'll score. He's now got 5 points, as Wolf will get his first Junior A point and assist, along with Jason Knox on that Ryan Smith goal. Played here by Kalshuk. Kalshuk down in the corner. Trevor Barrett will send it up top. Earlier in this game, he got his first goal in Junior A. Played by Kalshuk. Already with the hat trick, as we said. He'll spin away, stepping up there was shot. Looking to fill him in right at the shot clock. And we've passed the halfway mark of period number 2 with 9:40 left to go, about 30 seconds left in the double minors, as the penalty boxes will empty. Shot handled there by Legault into the corner, still up for grabs. Picked up by the Chiefs, and one chasing is Dyson Williams close to the crease. As the ball, Dobson hung in there for the save as it rolls out the far side. Now Whitby will set up as Burlington does the save. Boucher quickly across the floor, as is Adam Cromer, Callum Jones, and Cam Garland taking their spots. Trying to reach over top of Legault. Right side was wide open, and Gamble drilled there with the ball loose. And Gamble will pick it up. They're playing Gamble hard as he does everybody else. But meanwhile, back down the other side, a dive attempt and the goal, a big collision of bodies. It is Jason Knox, the dive attempt and the goal, as Ignacio, the ball in the back of the stick, going for a run here. And still down, being worked over. Ignacio gets up, and in the face of Ethan Schott, ball down the far side. Kept alive here, and another rip coming from Kalshuk. And a big collision on the far side now, as the physical play is starting to heat up, maybe signs of frustration here from the Warriors. All the way up top for Ryan Smith. He'll work to the far side. Back for Braniff now. Nate Braniff in front. Boucher, the shot there saved by Dobson though. So as it is picked up, Boucher will get a second opportunity. Comes in, and again a bear hug after the fact. A lot of attention paid to Boucher now, as Barnable will come in, a big physical shift. Hard for Adam Cromer. As, again, a lot of contact on the Burlington ball carrier. 7:50 remaining here in the second period. 11-4 in favor of Burlington over the Whitby Warriors. Picked out of the pile, spinning and firing. I believe that was Dawson Theed from the far side, hitting the inside of the near post. falling as they took the shot was Graydon Hogg. Bounds off the backboards and now racing in the back shot, realizing he's on the wrong side. Oh, what a play. Well, folks, we're about to find out who's wearing number 12 because they'll announce his name as the goal scorer. And we're still not sure who number 12 was. They definitely announced it. But give that man one goal, a fantastic one. We apologize to the team and, of course, Tim and his family. We'll try and sort that out for period number 3. Down the far side, though, 6:45 left. It's now an 8-goal lead for Burlington. This one passes a couple players before Maeda can corral it. Matt DeLayla down the floor, and that is an absolute nasty hit. Callum Jones nearly jumped the boards as he tried to get at his man. And they're restraining Callum Jones over on the bench. And all that did was fire up Callum Jones. And he's taken a spot in the front door. Watch for number 11 on the next shift. This one in danger of getting ugly here. Carter's shot. It will be a 5-minute major and plus a game for the check from behind as we hit 6.5 left in period number 1. Collision in front of the bench. Everyone gets out of the way. This one has been heating up for a while. Here's Boucher on the far side. Dobson didn't know where it was, but still did make the save. As Boucher comes up, he'll lay the lumber on his man, but then we'll head off. Oh, great reception of the pass. The shot didn't hit anything, is the ruling off the stick of Connor Kiernan. 6 left to go, 8-goal lead. As the Chiefs will set up. And quickly, tic-tac-toe down the far side. Boucher, the power play goal, the first of 2 that they could take off the major. And Whitby spreading the floor in their own defensive zone. Boisano loses the face-off. Gives a bit of a hack to Ignacio. He'll head off as Smith takes his spot on the floor. Trevor Barrett will come in as well. Barrett accepting the pass, goes behind the net. All alone up top is Ryan Smith. Fakes the massive shot and going for Knox. Down in the corner, Mitch Wales. Been a while since we've seen Wales down in the corner. Gets an opportunity here, but the shot goes wide off the backboards, and it will be picked up by Whitby after the shot clock violation. Boisano bringing it up over center. The one-handed shovel pass over for Devin Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer looking for a cutting, Dawson Theed, who is playing his first game of the year, we might mention. Missed the season opener for Whitby, did Dawson Theed. As I said off the top, these early games, very important, especially when you're playing a team you know is going to be pretty good. As another save made there by Joel Watson. 4:30 left to play in period number 2. When you've got a good team like Whitby, you need to get wins from them early on before they get some of their big stars back in the lineup. As we said, no Tyler Eames, Zachary Kearney, Bryce Tolmie, Anthony Druin, Tanner Cook. As we got a crease violation here against Burlington. Still 2:35 left in the major penalty for checking from behind. Resulted in a game misconduct for Ethan Schott. As the Warriors have it down the far side. That pass was intended to release Ryan Barnable, but it was out of his reach, and as he tried to go back up top, it's intercepted down the floor, and a shot goes wide and up into the rafters. 2 minutes now left in the power play, 3.5 left in the second period. Again, a 9-goal lead for the Burlington Chiefs here in their home opener of the 2017 season, as Legault will come to the top of the soccer crease, the red line inside the yellow paint. Drops low to protect the 5-hole and make the save. Boucher. His first shift, I think, of this power play since scoring that most recent goal, as he works through Smith, back for Knox. Shot gets through the crowd, saved by Watson. And a big cross check there on Brody Monroe as he gets the outlet pass. Ian McKinnon trying to run away from coverage. Still a minute left in the major penalty. Shot clock is turned off as Whitby, around the back. What a beautiful pass right there from Connor Kiernan. It was on the mark. But as he's done all game so far, Jesse Legault able to stand in and meet the shot, making another save. Cromer. Bit of a hey, how you doing as he passed his man on the way to the bench. And final 45 seconds of the power play here for Burlington before they go to the rooms in about 2 minutes' time. Off the glass, bounces straight back and down for Whitby as they work the far side. Working the corners, going to the net, and scoring is Ryan Barnable, the second goal, similar to the first one he scored. So he's got 2 on the game now. Easy to recap their scores. Ryan Barnable has 2. Graydon Hogg, Connor Kiernan, and Devin Pfeiffer is all that the Warriors have managed to muster here this evening. Poisonneau controls the face-off, though. This should take the last 10 off. And Brent Colombe arm high, as was the arm of everybody on the Whitby side of the arena. Bench and stands. And it will be a slashing call as Whitby is about to go back even strength. Major penalty is over. 1:30 left in the second period. Penalized player back to the bench. Connor Kiernan takes his spot. As they announce the 50-50 number, here's Dyson Williams and Kiernan. They're keeping it up top, playing catch. Dyson Williams backpedals away, down into the corner. Nicely done for Devin Pfeiffer. And a bit of momentum now here. And that opens up the angle pass as Pfeiffer is able to put it in. Give them 2 goals now, and Burlington trying to do their impression as we near the final minute of play here in the second period. Another penalty coming to the Chiefs as Brian Barnable cut the corner and took a hack. There's 8 Whitby players, including the goaltender, on the floor right now with a 7-goal lead right now. And Whitby starting to sense that they've got some momentum, and credit to Ryan Barnable for giving them that. Beat a triple team earlier on a power play or on a shorthanded situation, and he's going to set up another goal here is Ryan Barnable. Williams and Kiernan, pardon me. I'm sure those two did connect at some point in their careers. Williams and Keenan. 20.9 left to go. But this time Williams and Kiernan assisting on the goal from Dawson Theed. Into the corner, final 10 seconds here as Burlington looking to posture up. They will pick it. And over to the far side, Boucher. He likes that underhand cheeky changeup, 5-hole. Straight down the floor. This one's going to go way wide like it did at the end of the first. But Whitby with momentum at the end of that period. Things starting to heat up on the scoreboard and the floor. Third period coming up. It's 13-7 for the Burlington Chiefs. Final period coming up. What should be a dandy 20 minutes as Whitby will now work left to right. Looks like Joel Watson has returned back between the pipes. We did see him take over for Brett Dobson in the second period. It's been Jesse Legault the whole way so far for Burlington, as he's back in there once again. It is 13-7. This is a joint production of Junior A Lacrosse in the Ontario Lacrosse Association alongside the JVI Sports Network, as we get a moving screen right off the bat. Jacob Saunders goes down. Told you at the end this one was in danger of heating up, as it's just a 6-goal lead, though. Whitby storming back at the end of that second period to make it the tightest it's been. A couple players, nice judo toss there in front and right out in front, and Joel Watson in the ear of Brent Colombe arguing for the crease violation, but it's not going to come against Ryan Smith, as Smith will cut through the middle. One fake that Watson bites on, back to the open side, and it only took 47 seconds. Working down the far side here, Whitby as the faceoff rolls into the Burlington zone. Callum Jones working hard on, I believe that's Connor Kiernan on the far side, pardon me. Smith from Bushy and Knox, both there for assists. So we're going to get a checking from behind call here. And is it going to be Callum Jones? He was Dawson Theed in the shooter spot up top. It is a 4-minute minor, double minor I should say, pardon me, to Callum Jones. Up top for Dyson Williams on his far wrong side. Working it down low, Devin Pfeiffer tried to sneak it in the corner, and he ran through the crease before going after the ball, so they will call the violation. Across the top is Nate Braniff. Said earlier he's had the hot stick so far, about, I think it was 8 goals in 2 games, in 2 days, rather, last week, Thursday and Friday, for the Junior B Oakville Buzz. Nate Braniff yet to get on the score sheet in the goal column so far in this game. He gets taken down, though, Bushy, after the loose ball. It's going to be won by the Warriors, and they'll pick it up and work out on their power play. 3 minutes left in that. Lead extended back to 7. Hidden ball play here. Looks like Kiernan still has it. Connor Kiernan will pass off. Gets it back, though, up top via Pfeiffer down into the corner. Back for Kiernan again. Now Theed taking the top spot. Cam Garland has the stick ready for the quick stick opportunity, calling for it. Shot doesn't come, it goes wide, and he's going to have a word there with Dawson Theed. Bit of a restart there while they give Burlington room. Over center, and the shot clock will turn off with 2:25 left in the double minor, and another rugby ruck forms just inside of the blue line. As picking up the pieces just in time is Adam Perroni to get the counterattack started. Just past 3 minutes gone here in period number 1. Period number 3, pardon me, as Dyson Williams put it into the corner. Thought we've been here a bit longer than that. Here's Dyson Williams with the top, looking to go back into the corner again. Loose ball up for grabs, and Legault is going to find it with the paddle. Up the floor, defender bails for a change just as it arrives on scene. And again, the mystery man in there looking for it. Again, we apologize to the Chiefs organization as we don't have that number 12. Minute 35 here in the penalty. Whitby has forced the ball into the corner. Trying to keep it active is the ball carrier. Oakville's bench providing their support. As Callum Jones in the box for another minute and 20. Turnover here, though, as that was Colin Hunt. Gets a congratulations from his bench. Ball on the far side as Kiernan will now send it to Dyson Williams as they set up. Williams and Theed. Here's Theed looking to set the pick. Goes back for Williams, and the play works to perfection as it opens up a shooting lane for Connor Kiernan. Oh, Theed does pick up an assist. How about that? As it benefits Kiernan who gets the shot and the goal. 14-8 now as the lead cut back to 6. If you're Whitby, obviously can't trade goals back and forth anymore. We are 5-on-5, and Burlington has the ball. And a couple times that Ryan Smith has tried that move. Wales has done it a few times as well. Whitby well onto it at this point. Down the far side, a huge rip there from Cashall. Already with 3 in the game. He's got 5 points. Nicely handled by Watson as Whitby gets it back the other way. And this will be a holding call as the arm runs high on Connor Kiernan. Watson coming to the bench as Theed has it up top. They'll wait for Pfeiffer to get into the play. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Theed letting one go. And that hits off somebody in front and goes way high. And we will get, is this Jones going back to the box? I believe it is for the hold in the corner. 14:46 left in regulation time here. 14-8 is the score. It's been pretty much all Burlington since the word go. A few signs of life from Whitby, especially at the end of that second period, as they're going to set up a power play now. See if they can keep this little mini run going. And something happened in front as Jacob Saunders goes down again. Him and Graydon Hogg got tied up. Saunders just regaining his feet now, awkwardly. And him and Hogg meet again in the corner with Hogg going down. Here's Dyson Williams. And Saunders still doubled over as he couldn't get to the bench. Here's Williams. And Theed. Williams is up top. Passes for Kiernan. Now Williams. Theed setting the pick. This time rolling around the far side into the corner. Roger Nurse is right there. Best seat in the house. And he says no. And it's going to be Legault making that save. That one hit the corner of the crossbar before bouncing down. And now 1 minute exactly left in this Whitby power play. Very close to getting one right there. It was not to be. Here's Theed. Playing it back for Kiernan. And Pfeiffer down in the corner now. And we hear the word go again. Nobody moved, however, as they do set a double pick on the far side coming from Hogg. This one off the back glass, bounces a couple times before looked like it was going into the Whitby bench. As both teams were had their changes well underway. Burlington can kill the rest of this power play if they so choose. Adam Wolf quickly into the corner for Boucher. Boucher will bounce the pass over to the far side. Middle opening up there, but they'll elect to come back to Wolf one more time. 4 seconds left on it. Callum Jones poised to get back, and he will join the fray right as Boisseneau is able to steal the ball away. 12:40 left in the third period. As Whitby working in with it now. Cam Garland up top. No Dyson Williams yet, but Boisseneau is running off. Williams will take this one off as it's going to be Devin Pfeiffer joining the action. Pfeiffer round the corner thanks to a pick from Kiernan. The return play, Callum Jones sends Pfeiffer flying into the corner as they were looking to come up top for Kiernan, and the ball hit off a body. Back for Nate Braniff. Braniff to Boucher now. Boucher into the corner. A big stop there with the stick as Cashall is the recipient. Played back here, working in a couple side steps there by Ryan Smith. And it bounces into the stick of Boucher. Boucher will keep as they've got a fresh 30 seconds now. Boucher way up top. We are 5-on-5, 11.5 to play here in the third to the far side. Wales all the way up top, trying to look for the shot. Ends up going to Boucher, but up into the screening and straight to Whitby. So the quick restart as Peroni will go down the far side. He shrugs off Gamble. Down the quick stick on the crease, and Dyson Williams right there. Yeah, we're going to stick with Peroni on the assist. They give it to Pfeiffer and Theed. as they come down looking 5-hole on the shot there from Kachalk. But that one's not going to go through. 11 minutes exactly left here in regulation time, and just like that, the lead just shrunk to 5. As Theed to the far side, reaching across there, a bit of extra as a pair of 10s stare each other down, Kiernan and Saunders, but they'll both go their separate ways as Brent Colombe got right in. Callum Jones coming through, a big whack from the stick, and Jones tangled up. I believe that was him and Adam Turner, and Jones is going to gain his team a possession. I was wondering why he was stuck out there on offense. Normally will come off defensively, will Callum Jones, but here's Bouchy up top for Smith, quickly working it around the horn. I think everyone's touched it now, and they do end up scoring. Ryan Smith with his 4th. A lot of room to work with right down on the crease for Smith, and he doesn't miss. And lead back up to 6 as Ignacio now wins the face-off again. Trevor Barrett with an assist along with Knox. Barrett 2 points in his Junior A debut. Down the far side. Braniff coming in to set a pick. Comes back for Wales now. Wales over for Braniff as it opens up. He lets rip, and that's just high. Off the backboards, down the floor. Legault out to play for it. He was trying to send it down the floor. Williams got enough of it to slow it down. But the shot clock did sound, and Whitby will get another opportunity. 9.5 remaining here in the period. 15-9 the score in favor of Burlington. Up top, ripping one off the backboards. This is going to go almost the entire length of the floor. Ryan Barnable trying to catch up. He's got Gamble on him. Gamble able to get one check. And Burlington bench calling for too many men. I only counted 5 when I looked. And they're still working over Bouchy, as he got whacks from 2 separate players as he came to take his position on offense. Bouchy with the ball right now. Bouchy trying the swim move. Now meets the double team. Still with Boisano all over him, and as he's on his back, they score. How about 5 now for Ryan Smith? Ignacio facing a triple team, pushes the face-off ahead for Callum Jones. His face mask has come unloose, or loosened, I guess. So he's got to head off. Ignacio still out there as the loose ball made its way back up to center. Ignacio will now head to the bench. Here's Wales into the corner. Bouchy. Pick and roll him and Wales as Bouchy sends it into the corner. Braniff with it, and a couple extra whacks in for Wales. Right on the borderline, but not over it, as the official was right there. And a big-time moving screen, as now Callum Jones chopping at Theed. He didn't think he dropped that ball in time. And now Brent Colombe's going to go have a word with the Burlington bench. Down the far side, pushing off pressure. Pardon me, that was Knox. Back for Bouchy. Bouchy ducks away from one, now stumbles, and will roll it into the corner. Oh, so creative. Bouchy again. Now the shot coming from Bouchy as he had a man all over his back. Here's Kiernan. Kiernan around the corner, facing down with Maea. Up top, a big slap there from Delela now. Delela hard on his man, Dyson Williams. He's matched up with Gamble as the shot comes through. Legault able to make the save as it's pushed into the corner. Quickly up the floor, Delela racing out. Can he beat the forecheck? He got there, but Adam Turner just a bit of a shove to push him offline, and he couldn't come away with a shot. 6:45 left in the period, 16-9 in favor of the home side. Burlington Chiefs in their home opener. They'll get a day off before welcoming in the Barrie Lakeshores on Wednesday night. As Cam Garland puts in work over the top, and his shot wide, bounces right to Devin Pfeiffer though, and he's got the hat trick now. Anasio, another face-off win. He's been dynamite at the dot tonight. As it's played back here for Phil Mazuka. Bump along the boards where it's played back here by Adam Wolf. Wolf going to the far side. Wolf wants it, isn't going to get it as Trevor Barrett joins the fray. Now it's in the stick of Wolf. This is about the spot he likes to shoot from, but won't get an opportunity with guys all over him. Bushi over to the far side of the floor, and then the stick comes up high into the face mask of Bushi, and he's down on the floor. And I think Adam Cromer is going to go, as Bushi and Cromer got tangled earlier in the game. And he gets a couple taps on the back when he gets there. Trainer still attending to Bushi, 5:44 left. It's a 2-minute minor for high sticking. Bushi paying a lot of attention to the throat area still. They're going to call a crease violation there against, Adam Wolf. Nate Braniff, sorry. Wearing number 13. Shot clock off as Theed has it. Kiernan rather. This is Theed now coming to accept the pass as it works into the corner. Theed will take off and shoots and scores. Got one step on his defender, and Dawson Theed shorthanded. Shows what he can do with speed, and I believe it was Ryan Barnable setting that one up. And they give another assist to Pfeiffer as well. He's got 6 points on the night out of those 11 goals. As Burlington's just going to jog it up the floor. Looks like Bushi is not going to take this shift, but will take his spot back in line. As it's played up top. Pat Kaschalk. It's going to work its way over for Ryan Smith. Smith with it now. Smith won't have time. The shot clock expires, and something happened right at the end of the play that Brent Colombe noticed. It'll be a slash. So Peroni in the box as the Warriors are now 2 men down, and Burlington wanting to get the safety valve up top in the form of Jason Knox. Shot rolls in harmlessly onto Watson. We have seen both Whitby goaltenders in this game, but Watson back in there. Just one in for Burlington. That's Legault, who takes a bit of a bump there, but no real response from anyone at Burlington. And then Brent Colombe was right there. He didn't raise his arm either. Williams on his wrong side to the far side of the floor. First penalty has expired. Minute 20 left in the second as Boisano didn't even worry about the door, jumped over the boards and sprinted to the bench. Dawson Theed taking his spot. They'll just hang on with the shot clock off here. Down the far side, Kiernan. Kiernan returning it here to Barnable. Said he's had a good game, and they're rewarding him with floor time, it looks like, as it's Dyson Williams now. One-on-one. Space opens up top for Theed. Dawson Theed has it, sends it back for Barnable now. Barnable and Theed. Williams wide open on the far side. One man being worked over. That is Williams actually on the crease. And then a crease violation. And Williams had a bit of a shove for, it looked like Callum Jones, and Maea now jumps in. And Boisano is going to, pardon me, that's Connor Kiernan having words with Maea. So 24-second power play now for Burlington to work with. They do lead 16-11, under 3 to go here in period number 3. This is Bushi's first shift since taking that high stick. As the shot bounces off Watson, he was trying to find it and spun the wrong way. And I believe that if that's Jason Knox's goal, as I think it is, he's got his hat trick. Knox and Bushi with the assist, pardon me, as the goal goes to Cashall. There are 6 power play goals in the game now out of the 17 for the Chiefs, and 2 more 4-on-4. So a pretty good special teams bench setting up this year for Burlington so far. Has been one of those games as well, a number of chances. But they've definitely got the weapons. Played over to the near side. Adam Wolf sends it off the arm of Watson, and it'll be put in the corner. 2 minutes, 11 seconds. And the call from the bench is use it, as they believe they're going to come away with a victory here this evening. They should, with a 6-goal lead and 2 remaining. This one dropped down, the stick out of the hands of Carter Schott. He's going to regain his stick in time to chase down the pass, but tried to put it over Cashall, and Cashall races in alone, takes the shot, 6 foot. 190 is Cashall, listed anyways. This shot from Cam Garland, and a frustration yell afterwards. That one hit the crossbar and went up into the penalty box area. Another big rip that finds the dasher board, and it's going to go all the way down the floor here, off the stick of Connor Kiernan, and sent down the near side for Graydon Hogg. Hogg gets a step on Ignacio. Ignacio now postures up, a couple whacks. And Callum Jones slides over to take his man out into the boards hard. And now a bit of a shoving match. Roger Nurse steps in and everyone parts ways. Final 60 seconds of regulation. And the Burlington Chiefs, a very impressive performance tonight against Whitby. Not a perfect one by any stretch, but as I said earlier, against a good team such as Whitby, when you face them early in the season before they get guys back, those are the ones you need to take. Here's Gamble. The bigger body, we don't have stats for him as the AP, but they give it to him to kill the time. And that takes it down to 30.2 for Whitby with Matthew Boisano. Whitby will drop to 1-1, and the second game here at home for Burlington, as we said, will be Wednesday against the Barrie Lakeshores as they look to, again, improve on what was a great season last year as well. Final 10 seconds here as Callum Jones goes hard. Barnable, with Jones's head ducked, drives him into the corner boards. And we've got a couple tie-ups as Jones gets up hot. And now the arm flails out there from Adam Perrone. Callum Jones is always the center of attention, and they've got Callum Jones the center of attention defensively, and Bushi center of attention offensively, it looks like this year. Will the Burlington Chiefs. It's been that kind of a game, a frustrating night, as they're going to run the clock, and that'll be it. 17-11, your final score, as Perrone walks to the red line and is actually asking anybody to come and join him. A couple players did look that way, but nothing more will come as a result except for a 17-11 victory for the Burlington Chiefs. Watch for more OLA Jr A coverage from us here at the JVI Sports Network. It will be a continuing partnership all year long right here on the JVI Sports Network. Our thanks again to the OLA and Junior A, the Burlington Chiefs, and the Whitby Warriors. I'm Matthew Carrick, and folks, we will talk to you next time.